I'm the strongest one there is. Hawks.
Hello? How long have you been there? I was just playing... I was pretending to be Hulk. But I did do some game pickups. Check them out.
What up, gangsters?
It's Pacmancase here. What is up, my pack rats? I am coming to you live from the game room to go over some pickups that I found recently. These were Facebook Marketplace and Thrift Store, and I think that's it. Just Thrift Store and Facebook Marketplace. So I'm just gonna jump right in, and you can check out La Pickups, which is Spanish for the pickups. So these ones were at a thrift store. We have Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3. I actually don't have any of the Need for Speeds on PlayStation 1. So this will be my first Need for Speed on PlayStation 1. I have them on PS2 and all the other consoles leading up to modern generation, but this one was new to me, so we'll see if it's any fun. Maybe it holds up, maybe it doesn't. Then they found a copy of GTA 2. So if you guys jumped in on it on GTA 3, this was actually a bird's eye view top-down for GTA 1 and GTA 2, and a PlayStation Greatest Hits, which means you know it was good. And then there was also Bust a Move. This was the arcade edition, Bust a Move 2. This was a really creepy cover. I don't know if you guys can see it. So this guy here, he has toothpicks or sticks or whatever, keeping his eyes open, so he must play Bust a Move. And this was in the ads and all sorts of things for this game. But it's just a really creepy cover in general. So if you've ever seen Clockwork Orange, you know what I'm talking about. Next was Tunnel B. So this was one at, I found it at Value Village. It does not have great ratings, so I'm assuming it's a crapshoot. But if I ever see Black Label PS1 stuff, I normally pick it up. It's just hard to find that stuff anymore these days. So Tunnel B1. I don't know what that's about. I think you're in a tunnel. It's like a first-person shooter, and you do stuff. You do stuff of some kind. Then Value Village, I found Medieval Moves. This is Deadman's Quest. So if you weren't a fan of the Move, I thought the Move was an awesome peripheral device. So this is when they were fighting towards the end of their console's life cycles to try to keep them afloat, and Xbox came out with the Kinect and PlayStation came out with the Move, and they kind of battled back and forth. And now the Move, obviously controllers have transitioned into VR, but with Move, this was one of the best Move games. So if you still have a Move, and you have the camera, and you have the Move wands, Move sticks, I don't know what they're called. Medieval Moves was a great game to play for that. I don't know, Value Village had it for $3, so picked it up. Another one, this was, I believe, Goodwill. This was Duke Nukem Forever. This game, I don't know if I actually played Duke Nukem Forever. I did play a lot of the other Duke Nukems, but clear, clean, and under control. That's like a ad for skincare, but also works for video games. Then classic, Goodwill had this. This was Little Big Planet. I have Little Big Planet already, but I think this was a cleaner disc. So I always like to upgrade those a little bit more if I get a chance. If not, trade it off maybe to somebody that wants it. Great game. God of War 3. This was also at Goodwill. God of War, obviously, it's had a remaster on the PS4, and the newest God of War is amazing. But you can't have enough God of War in your life. So it's whenever I see this stuff, especially for $3, I tend to pick it up. Then at Value Village, they had Robotech Battle Cry. I've never heard of this game. I know there were some other Robotechs, but it's really clean. It still even has the registration card in it. So anytime there's a clean copy of Xbox stuff, I rarely find anything with Xbox that's not completely destroyed, broken, scratched up. So this was a fun one to find. So this is Robotech Battle Cry. Then at Value Village, I found New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This was a fun one, man. I remember me and my friends played this a ton, 4-player, which is extraordinarily difficult to just stay on the level, especially if you have an asshat that likes to run forward. You know who I'm talking about. If you played with me, I know who you are. Oh, and then inside of it was a Wii Sports. So, twofer right in there. And right now, Wii Sports at GameStop goes for like $8 or $9. So pretty much pays for a couple of games that I thrifted out of here. And it's pretty clean too. It's a good copy of Wii Sports and New Super Mario Bros. On the Wii. Value Village had another find. This was Smash Brothers Brawl. So if you were a Smash fan at all, you probably owned this. But this isn't necessarily the most popular out of the Smashes. Melee, I think, would probably be the most popular, but anything with Mario is obviously a sought after game, so I'll pick this stuff up in hopes to trade it later if somebody needs it, so I can add something different to the collection. And then I also found Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. So there is the GameCube, I think it came out on the GameCube first, was Monkey Ball, Monkey Ball 2, Super Monkey Ball 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. I actually don't know now. Now I'm debating whether I know anything about Monkey Ball at all. Banana Blitz is hard though, especially using the Wii controller, man. Try to keep that monkey on the track. You'll lose your mind. So that was Goodwill and Value Village pickups. And then Value Village had another one. Now I did use a coupon on this. This is the one time I have lost this game, and I have been a huge fighting game fan forever, and I have the original Marvel vs. Capcom, and I had a couple buddies post that there was some stuff available at our local Value Village, and I jumped on this one even though it's an expensive title. I had a coupon, so it made it worth it, but I did end up grabbing at the thrift store Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I want to take you for a ride, that song. If you played this and you know that song, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is the most immaculate copy I have ever seen. There is not a single scratch on that disc. The instruction manual literally has corners that have never been touched before. And the label looks amazing. So I somehow lost this game. I had it during my childhood, and I don't know where it went. So to have it back in the collection was worth it for me to throw a little bit of money on the investment. So not cheap at the thrift store, but worth every single penny in my opinion. So Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that's a must-have in the collection for if you're a fighting game fan. And then Facebook Marketplace, a guy posted this stuff up. It was sitting there for a couple days, and I talked him down to a decent deal, so I ended up finding a box of NES stuff here, and I'll go through it with you. So I met him actually tonight, picked this stuff up. It's kind of sight unseen, right? I mean, I knew a couple titles, but it was kind of blurry. So let's go over what's in this box. What's in the box? So we've got, first is Tetris 2. I love Tetris. And I have Tetris 2 on Super, so I don't know if this is any different, but Tetris 2 was in that box. We've got Mario in his first golf game, NES Open. I actually didn't have this in the collection, so that's one that I want to add. I'm really excited for it. And it came with one of those fancy dust covers. Look at that little black dust cover for me. You got to have this in everybody's collection. This is Mario and Duck Hunt. Man, I kind of feel like there's a bunch of different Marios. Super Mario Brothers, and then there's Super Mario Brothers, and then there's Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. Then there's a Super Mario Brothers and Track and Class Track Meet. Oh, I forget what it's called. It's actually in this box, so go over it. There's a lot of different variations of it, but this is the one I felt like was bundled with a lot of the Nintendo action sets. So, man, I love this game. This is such a rad game. I just tried to play it again recently, and still I can't get past level 5. It's like called the Wacky level, so it like ruined your control schemes back and forth, and it is a bitch, I'm telling you. But this is awesome. This is a great game. Marble Madness. Here's the one I'm talking about. So this says Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt World Class Track Meet, and it came with the Nintendo branded dust cover. And a lot of these are really clean, so this was a good deal. I think I ended up paying a total of like $3 per game, something like that. So that wasn't a bad deal at all. Then this is Blaster Master. So that's a good game too. I have it in the collection already, so I will be putting up a lot of this stuff for trade or on my claims page. If you guys get a chance to check it out. Then a classic, we've got Dragon Warrior. Not as valuable as Mike Tyson's, but this is the original Punch-Out. The original Punch-Out. If you know the story, Mike Tyson got himself into trouble like he always did back in the day, and they pulled him from that cover and then replaced it with this version. Mike Tyson's is more valuable, but still Punch-Out is still a really fun game regardless of whether you're playing the Mike Tyson version or this one. Then I was stoked to see a couple Mega Man games in here. So first we've got Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3, I enjoy Mega Man in general, but Mega Man 3 was not as revered as the rest of the Mega Mans. In fact, isn't like the most valuable out of it, but still really nice to have a Mega Man game. And then also in there with a dust cover, the glue is coming off the top, unfortunately, but we've got Mega Man 6, and that is a pretty decent, valuable game still. Funny enough, I went back through my collection. I do have both of these, so these will be available for trade or claim if you're interested, if you get down that way. And then the last one out of that lot was Gradius. And if you're a fan of any type of shoot 'em up game, Gradius and Defender, and I mean, my favorite is Terra Crusta, but these are always worth having in the collection. So this was another good one to add. So that's it. That was it, guys. That was my newest pickup lot. If you guys like what I got going on and you're interested in subscribing to the channel, hit that button. I appreciate it. Also, if you guys enjoy this video, seriously give it a thumbs up or share it. I will try to do videos weekly going forward, the best that I can. I am a busy man with busy things, but I do my best to get some content out for you guys every now and again. You can find me at Pacmancase on Instagram, or I've got a Real Awkward podcast with my friend Amanda that we do and is available every Tuesday, which you can find the links off of my Instagram page. So until we either do another pickup video or something crazy, I'll talk to you guys next time. Later.